Welcome to this self-care stretch break to open up the heart. My name is Rebecca, and I love helping women, especially those feeling worried and overwhelmed, prioritize self-care to feel peace through yoga, meditation, and mindfulness practices. We all know that self-care is important, but oftentimes it's hard actually sticking to a routine. So if you're looking for more guidance, be sure to grab the free guide that talks all about how to master self-care, linked in the description below. We're going to begin our practice today seated. You might like to grab a few props. You might like a blanket. I've just got mine folded up and I'm sitting on it right now. And then some yoga blocks might be nice. Or you could use toilet paper rolls, paper towel rolls, or maybe even grab some pillows. And then join me in a comfortable seated position. If cross-legged doesn't feel good, extending one leg out. Hands resting on the knees. Roll your shoulders back and down and just close your eyes for a moment. Just pausing for a moment to check in. Noticing how your body's feeling today. Do you have any aches or pains anywhere? What feels tight or stiff? Notice what kind of mood you're in. What emotions are present? How are you really feeling? It's so easy to stuff all of our feelings down and ignore them without trying to judge or change anything. How are you really doing? And then notice your breath. Feel the air flowing in and flowing out. You can influence your feelings and calm your mind simply by changing the way that you breathe. Slowly start to lengthen and deepen your breath. As you inhale, feel your belly expand like a balloon. And as you exhale, let it contract. Inhale, expand. Exhale, lower down. Just allowing that breath to untie some of the knots in your body and in your mind. On your next exhale, you can slowly open up your eyes and we'll start to move a little bit. Good. Hands underneath the knees. We're going to draw the knees together round the back. Lower the knees down. Reach your fingers so they're pointing away and stick out the chest and the heart. Good. Hands underneath the knees. Draw them together round the back. Lower down. Reach your fingertips behind. Open up the chest and the heart. A few more times. When you're feeling stressed, when you're overwhelmed, it's so important to do back bends, to do things to open up the chest and the heart. Good. Now, if you have one leg extended out, you might want to change legs. Reaching the right fingers out and the left hand up, hinge over, side stretch, and then flow over to the other side. Just moving side to side, bringing some movement to the spine. lower that down and we'll come onto our hands and our knees. If you're healing in your knees, you might want to put the blanket underneath just for a little bit of cushion. Spreading those fingers nice and wide. Shoulders stacked over the wrist, drop the belly, lift the gaze. Tuck the chin round the back. Drop the belly, lift the gaze. Tuck the chin round the back. One more time. Good. Slowly walk your hands back towards the knees. Coming up high on the knees, you can interlace your fingers behind the back, open up the chest and the heart. And then maybe interlace your fingers in front, round the upper back. Good. Lower the hands down and just walk your hands back towards you, lowering the heels down and slowly reach your tailbone up, coming into a forward fold. Keep a good bend in the knees. Maybe grab opposite elbows and sway a little side to side. Just dumping out, letting go of anything you need to. Let the arms dangle and slowly roll up one vertebrae at a time. Bring your hands to touch your heart, maybe moving the blanket off to the side. Standing nice and tall, feet hip distance apart, really engage your quads. Lengthen through the crown of your head. Inhale, sweep your hands up high. Cactus shape the arms, make a 90-degree bend. Reach the hands back up. Sweep them down to touch at the heart. Again, inhale, reaching up. Cactus shape the arms. Reach them back up. Sweep them down to the heart. Adding on. Inhale, reaching up. Cactus shape. Reach your arms up, hinge at the waist, forward fold. Place your hands on your shins, flatten your back, forward fold. Sweep your hands out to the side, reach them up to the ceiling. Sweep the hands down to the heart. One more time. Inhale up. Exhale, cactus shape. Reach those hands up, hinge, forward fold. Half lift, flatten the back. Forward fold. Sweep your hands out to the side, reach them up high. Sweep them down to the heart. Good, we're going to move into a low lunge. So standing at the top of your mat, and if you like to use your blocks, you could put them on either side. Hands at prayer. Inhale, reaching up. Cactus shape the arms. Reach the hands up, hinge, forward fold. Half lift, flatten the back. Forward fold. Step your right foot back for low lunge. So just take a minute, make sure your knee is in line with your ankle. Really engage that back quad, reach out through the heel. And then lower the back knee down, uncurl the toes. You might want to bring your hands up onto your thigh, or if it feels good, open up the heart. Might even feel good to give your fingers a little bit of a wiggle here. Good, lower your hand down. Slide the hands back, and we'll just straighten the front leg. It's a good stretch through the hamstring. And remember, your blocks have different heights, so if you feel really tight, you could always bring them up a little higher, or bend the knee if you need to. listening to your body and making any adjustments you need. Our bodies are constantly giving us information in our hearts. We need to take time to be still and to find quiet, to listen to what they're trying to tell us. Let's bend the front knee. Bring your hands back forward to either side of the foot. Curl the back toes under, lift the knee up. Step forward, forward fold. Half lift, flatten the back. Forward fold. Sweep your hands out to the side, reach them up high. Sweep them down to the heart. Other side, inhale up. Cactus shape the arms. Reach the hands up, hinge, forward fold. Half lift, flatten the back. Forward fold. Step the left foot back, low lunge. Lower the back knee. Uncurl the toes. Staying here or bringing the hands up on the thigh or reaching back, opening up your heart. You're always holding the stretch, never your breath. Good. Lower your hands down. Maybe slide them back so you can straighten the front leg and flex those toes up. You might not need the blocks. You might be able to put your hands down on the ground. Or you might like to come up higher. Maybe hinging forward, drawing your heart down towards your toes. But we're going to bend the front leg back and come into child's pose. Just moving those blocks off to the side, you'll take your knees wide, toes together, extend those hands out in front. Lower your forehead down. With each exhale, softening your tailbone down towards your heels a little bit more. You might even exhale out an open mouth, just letting go of anything else you need to. Slowly walk your hands back towards your knees. Coming to have a seat. We're going to come into reclined butterfly for our final relaxation. So you might like to grab your blanket. You could cover up with it, or you could roll it up and make a little pillow for your head. Laying down with the legs bent. Having those blocks handy, we'll bring the soles of the feet together. And you might want to take your blocks, if you have them, and just slide them underneath your thighs, just so it's a gentle hip opener. And reach your arms out to the side like wings, or come into a cactus shape. Softly close your eyes. There is nowhere else you need to be right now. Nothing else you need to do. It's time to just breathe. To just be still. To tune in and listen to yourself. I want to share a poem from one of my favorite authors, Nikki Vance, called Compass. It says, Let your heart be your compass through the winding roads and twists and turns of life. Whenever you come to a new crossroads, quiet down the outer world. Listen to what your heart is saying. If something doesn't feel right, it probably isn't. If your heart is saying not to do something, that's reason not to do it. But if something seems impossible and your heart's saying go for it, go for it. You may not always know what your heart is pointing you towards, but it's always guiding you in the right direction. It's so important to make time to be still, even if it's just for a few moments each day, so you can tune in and listen to what your heart and body are telling you. Make your next breath a little bit fuller. And slowly draw your knees together. Maybe hug them in towards your chest, give them a little squeeze. Might even feel good to rock a little side to side. When you want to, you can slowly roll over onto your side, just pausing there for a moment. Just notice how you're feeling. After taking a few minutes to move, to breathe, and to take care of yourself today. When you want to, you can slowly come up to a seated position. If you'd like, you could give yourself a little hug. Thank you for taking the time to take care of yourself and join me for this stretch break today. If you're looking for longer classes or guidance prioritizing your self-care, be sure to grab the free guide linked below, and you can visit youfirstyoga.ca. Take care. I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.